Hello everybody and welcome back to Asagao Academy. When last we left off, Hana was still being a little bitty snoop and wandering the halls of Poppy Hall, looking for stuff that she has no idea what she's looking for. But she happens across a closet that is lit and has somebody inside. But who shall it be on the inside? I think it's the creepy dude with the thing on his head, but it's just me. Taking a deep breath, I grasped the cold handle, then all at once turned it and pushed the door open. Jared. Jared stood before me, a collection of books at his feet and on the shelf above him. In his arms were an open version of the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons? I glanced at the books on the floor. The 3rd edition, 3.5. 4th edition, Battletech, and a myriad of what looked like new locations and expansions lay in order of edition and release date. They sparkled in the light, mint condition despite how old they were. Jared and I locked eyes. We didn't say anything. We didn't move a muscle. Time was suspended. I couldn't take it. Indecent! I screamed and ran, sprinting for the staircase door. Hana, wait! Jared was following. I pushed through the stair door and down to the first floor, bursting through, but Jared was catching fast. Damn your good genes! The front door was too far away, I'd never make it. Instead, I dove into a first-year classroom, hoping he didn't see me, but... Hana. No! Stay away from me! I ran to the back of the room. There was nowhere for me to go. Whoop. He slowly approached, eyes gleaming. You saw nothing. I wish. He was finally in front of me. I said, you saw nothing. I don't know what I saw. Jared slammed his hands against the wall on either side of me. I was trapped, pinned to the wall. Oh, uh-oh. Damn it, Hana, now's not the time for that. No. Hana, please. Suddenly I was thankful for the dark because I was definitely the one being indecent right then. Don't tell anybody what you just saw, please. I wasn't sure which was more visceral to me, my fear or Jared's presence. Finally, I caved just to get him out of my face. Okay, I won't tell anyone, I promise. All right. Hana. He swept me up in a hug. Suddenly, I really was pinned between the wall and against Jared. I flushed a deep red, not sure where to put my arms. Thank you so much. I was going to die here. The blood would leave my body, go to my face, and I wouldn't be able to breathe anymore. Goodbye, world. It was nice knowing you. What was that? Jared released me, instead tugging me to the floor. We crouched there for a few moments, waiting. The sound of footsteps rang across the hall, along with what sounded like a muffled curse. Then silence. We should leave. We really shouldn't be here. Jared looked at me as if just realizing that I was also sneaking around the academy in the dead of night. I won't tell if you don't ask. Good enough for me. Quietly, still crouched, we crept out of the first floor classroom and into the main hallway. Sweet Jesus, look at that! Now we knew what made that noise. A large crack set in the middle of the floor, all splintered and dented wood. Somebody dropped something really heavy. You don't think... The boots? We looked at each other. Immediately, we dashed outside Poppy Hall, scanning the nearby area. Damn it! You've got to be kidding me! They were right outside the wall, Jared! They were right there and we missed them! We should have left when we had the chance. Stupid! Stupid! Sorry, I was the one who stopped us. Yeah, you were. A sly smirk crossed his face. At least now I know what you were doing in here. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, it's late and I should be getting to sleep. Stiffly, I began the walk back to Primrose House. Hana? Hey, Hana? I whipped around. Shh! And what? I'm sorry I suspected you. Taken aback, I didn't know how to respond. Well? I'm sorry I was so rough about it. I really didn't know what else to say. Jared waved a hand at me in the careless way he did. Bye. Don't even worry about it. Good night, Hana. I nodded, and this time when I left, I wasn't stopped again. At least, not until I made it back to the dorm. Something seemed off. Quietly, I slid the key into the lock and turned it. The click that usually sounded so quiet now sounded like the clanging of a clock tower. Nervously, I opened the door. Shit.
What the hell?
I knew you were up to something. No, I was just in the bathroom. Did you put on your clothes for that? I like that in my uniform. I'm bathroom shy?
Really?
And you were gone for 3 hours. I really needed to poop. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Fine, you got me. Now let me in. So what happened? I wasn't sure what to tell her. I hadn't prepared anything in advance. In an effort to make it all seem casual, I said the first thing that came to mind.
Well...
I forgot a book and went to get it, but I ran into Jared on the way.
Oh...
Jared? Oh, shit. It had to be Jared, didn't it? Okay, you cannot hold out on me. Tell me what happened. I need all the details. You're my best friend, aren't you? Oof, low blow. Now what? What do I do here? What do I do? She's my best friend. But I could say I ran into him and that he was out for some reason that she doesn't know about. And that we both happened across the guy who slammed, whoever it was that slammed boots into the floor and all that. So it's not technically against the promise. We could just say we saw him. And we ran into him by accident, but we didn't know what he was doing. That's not technically breaking the promise. He said not to talk about the books and all this stuff that he had hidden away in the closet. So I'm going to keep the promise. Look, I can't really talk about that. What? Why not? I can't, okay? Maya crossed her arms.
So stupid.
I tell you the deepest, most darkest secret of my life, and you can't even tell me what you were doing with Jared? I held up my hands. It was nothing like that, I swear. We really just did run into each other. But I'll tell you something even better. In hushed whispers, I told her about the crack in the floor. We just missed him. Him? Or her, I guess. And while I was coming up the walk, I had an idea. What if whoever took the boots also took the books? What if someone has it out for Satch? But who would? Except for Hidden Block. Satch is the sweetest. Maybe it's not Hidden Block in its entirety trying to ruin Satch. Maybe it's just Jimmy, since they're going against each other in the tournament. It's not that I wanted to think that Jimmy did it, but it was the best lead I had at this point. I'm going to bed. She swept past me, climbing the ladder to her bed. What? That's it? This is a huge lead. It's late. Go to sleep. She crawled under the covers and turned away from me. Sorry. I suddenly felt exhausted. I changed into my pajamas, flipped the lights off, and fell into bed. I was asleep in seconds. The next morning was awful. I almost didn't get out of bed. It took Maya shaking me awake 5 minutes before we were about to leave for me to even wake up. As soon as I saw the time it was, my heart flew to my throat. I never got ready so fast. The spike of adrenaline immediately after waking left me feeling lightheaded and oddly not in my body. I tried to let the cool morning air wake me, but the world just looked strange in the sunlight. It was like I was trapped in a computer program, and the sunlight was painted on. It simply did not belong. Fourth wall breaking, yay! When we made it to Poppy, I was relieved. All I wanted was to collapse in my seat and maybe catch a few quick minutes of sleep, though I doubted I'd be able to after such a rough awakening. Hana! Satch! Before I could even get to the classroom door, a panicked voice stopped me. A worried Satch stood in front of me. In fact, this was the most worried I'd ever seen him. He was wringing his hands and searching my face, and apparently he did not like what he found. Jared told me. What? He raised his eyebrows meaningfully, and it took a second for my brain to catch up to what he was implying. Damn it, that jerk! He said he wasn't gonna tell. And to think I kept a secret last night. That's not important. I know what you're doing, and I don't like it. I want you to stop. You can't tell me what to do. And why not? I told you I have this under control. You're just going to get yourself in trouble. You're in enough trouble as it is. He stopped and his annoyance turned to concern. He reached out and brushed my face. How many nights have you been doing this? It isn't healthy. I pushed his hand away.
No.
I don't care. I had to do something. Satch deflated a little and then gathered himself up again. That's besides the point. I told you I'm going to clear your name. You should be taking better care of yourself. Nobody even suspects you anymore. Not really. Not after what you did for Jared. It's about time. It only took them...
What?
Wait. You think I'm doing this for me? I searched his face and he looked back at me in confusion. Yes? A surge of anger bubbled in my stomach. You've got to be kidding me. It's not about being suspected. I've been suspected for 3 weeks. I can stand a few more. Then why are you doing this? We were all out yelling. For us, anyways. In the middle of the hallway. Class was starting in just a few minutes and the swarms of students walking by stopped to watch us. You're so stupid. It's because of you. You're working so damn hard all the time and you take on all this extra work and you never tell anybody? I couldn't just sit around and watch it happen. You've been so stressed, but you're still trying to help me out, me and Mai. It's totally stupid. Tears stung my eyes, but my attempt to stop crying didn't work. It wasn't like me to get so worked up, but... Oh, right. No sleep. Satch stared at me, speechless. I shook my head. You only rely on yourself and you never tell anybody what's wrong. You just help other people. Well, you need someone to rely on too. I don't want you to work alone anymore. I just don't. I stopped, unable to say anymore, wiping my face. Blaming on exhaustion, but I didn't even care that people were watching. I just wanted Satch to understand. The students, clearly uncomfortable, started filtering into the classroom. Satch gestured a few times, clearly about to begin speaking, but each time he thought better of it. Finally, he swallowed. We can work together. We can? Satch nodded, seemingly unaware of the action. Sure. The Satch bell. The school bell rang. Class was starting. I beamed at Satch. He still stood in front of me as if in a stupor. Satch? No response. I stepped behind him and gave him a shove towards the staircase. Hey. Go, you're going to be late for your class. Oh, right.
Alright, be good.
I'll see you later, Hana. You'd better. I stepped into the classroom. As I went to close the door behind me, I heard Satch quietly whisper, "Thanks." Oh, I love Hatch. Hatch forever. Hashtag Team Hatch. Yay. Oh, I love it so much. We'll have to leave off here and continue next time. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And as always, I'm TC Robson. Stay obsessed.